Hello everybody and welcome to another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're featuring Peterson Games' Marry the Monster. Now, you may be wondering what this game is all about, and I'm wondering the exact same thing, but there appears to be a Cyclops, or Cyclope, who is chasing after a straw Cyclops. So, oh, look at that, there's little villagers hiding on the bottom here. Arthur Peterson and Zoran Dobrijevic, art by Brian Patterson. Look at this trail of destruction left behind by the monster. So Marry the Monster is a game where you are the Duke trying to build up your land, where the monstrous monster is rampaging. He's just lonely, though. And so your cunning plan is to make a false bride for him behind your rival's buildings, so that the love-struck monster will go chase them in the neighboring lands instead of your own. Let's open this up. What's inside the box? 1 game board, 1 score tracker, 5 victory point tokens in 5 different colors, 60 action cards, 25 stomp, 20 fortify, 15 build cards, 125 building miniatures, and the miniature in the rulebook. So this doesn't sound like a huge, I don't know, it's not a huge amount of components and stuff, but a game where you're trying to get a monster to go ahead and smash up the other players instead of your own. So let's experience this unboxing together. Overview. Marry the Monster is a game for 3 to 5 players in which each player tries to score points by building structures and having them remain until your next turn without being destroyed by the monster. Turns are taken by playing cards, and there is no upkeep phase. Play simply continues until there's a winner. And there's a whole story over here about Mr. Monster here. Component. What a nice pictorial overview. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Objective, you want to build buildings, you want them to stay up, obviously, but these are some pretty cool looking little miniatures. Blah, blah, blah. Setup looks simple. This doesn't look like a complicated game. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that this is not incredibly difficult here. It looks like you want to be the first person up to 45 points or so. Yeah, at least 45 points. So you score points at the start of your turn, you draw a card, you get to build houses, you move the monster. Okay, so overall, like I said, I mean, this doesn't seem too, oh, look at that. Look at that foot coming down on that poor thatch roof cottages. Okay, and then they have the advertisements built right into here. Oh, and player aid on the back. This appears to just be simply like a round overview structure. So, not bad. Here's the victory point tracker board. Oh, interesting. So, little achievements at certain points. You can only stomp twice per turn. You only get 2 free houses. At 45 plus points, you get a free tower. Okay, so certain achievements / maybe a catch-up mechanism if one player gets too far ahead here. The board is, oh, this is the board. This is not like a fold-out board or anything like that. That's it. So this is, you know, a little bit smaller than like a Ticket to Ride size box already. So this simply being the board means that that's it. Not a huge table, not a huge like table footprint. But I think it's going to have presence. And also you can see that the corners here, you can get a finger right underneath the corners of these inserts are kind of recessed a little bit, so you can go ahead and pull that out. Not bad. Here's your victory point markers in the 5 colors. Oh, and they have different shapes on them too for easier reference, especially for color blindness, so that's cool. Oh, I see. And you get different amounts of points depending on where your buildings are still standing. Yeah, so further out, further away from where the monster could rampage, you're going to get fewer points. Dead center, Mechatol Rex here, if you will, that's going to be, you know, worth the most points. Here is one-armed, one-legged, flying green people eater. Oh man, this poor monster has seen some better days, that's for sure. Oh man, maybe we could get a GoFundMe together to get him a better loincloth. Anyway, I like this. Oh, he's got a little pot belly here. Reminds me of me. I like this guy. Let's take care of him. All right. Player cards. There's 125 of these. And of course, this comes in the type of packaging where I get to embarrass myself on camera. Oh, look how love-struck he is. He just wants to get married, this poor little guy. But he should just get married away from where my squishy buildings and people are. That's all I'm saying. So, oh, actually, yes. I like being able to open up cards on camera without having to do a few retakes. All right. Card quality, I don't know, they are linen finish, but they're very stuck together. So, I mean, they'll probably require a good shuffle. Okay, so you get action cards. There's a lot of stomping going to go on in this game. You can imagine that that's going to be one of the main things that you do is stompy. You can fortify. Bet you wish I'd paid for the steel nails now, Karen. Calls out Karen. I apologize to anybody named Karen in an unfortunate way. Build this city on rock and roll. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I didn't read the silly stomp flavor text. Stomp. Hey, some rules here could really tie the room together. Some rules here could really tie the room together. I bet this is one of those like mystery puzzles that I don't get the joke right now. And in 5 minutes, once the video's done, I'm going to be like, oh, it's a joke. I get jokes. This is, I think, what we want to see. Oh, these snap together? Let's see. These are each player has 25 buildings. Oh, they got staircases on the side and everything like that. That's cool. These come apart. Woo! Okay. So they'll stick together pretty well. They could almost, go through a pounding like from a monster or something like that. But that's cool. I like that. The reason I like that these actually stay together kind of decently, right? Like, oh yeah, this is the Dairy Queen Blizzard test. Woo! Okay. So the reason I like that is it's going to make this a lot easier to pack away. If these like kind of loosely stacked on top of each other, and then you go to put it down, yeah. So that's not what's going on here. That's solid. So I assume that's just the whole game right there, folks. That's everything. Legacy game, nothing under the insert. So what you're seeing is a well-manufactured title that is not going to take up too much table presence, right? Like, that's about it. But you're just trying to stack up these buildings and move around the monster and boom, smash each other down. So that's interesting. It could be a little take-that-y, but it also could be, a decent game at least. And if nothing else, it could be interesting to try out. I like this. I like this production. I think that it's going for obviously a silly, niche, funny kind of approach to it. And and where else have you seen a theme like this? So that is Peterson Games' Marry the Monster. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.